Hello all, and welcome back to Chreos Gaming. I am continuing my playthrough of Oblivion. Before I get too far, I wanted to mention, briefly mention a change that I made. I modified the graphics settings, and so the grass is gone. One, that was causing a lot of blur in the recording and the output that produced. And two, I found it annoying because I would be able to see something that I was potentially going to be able to pick, or I would be able to see a mud crab enemy and it would disappear and into the grass, and then I'd have trouble finding it, or I would drop loot and I'd have trouble finding it because of the grass. So frankly, I didn't find the grass very beneficial anyway, and I am happy that I found a way to get rid of it. But just so that folks are aware, I have made that change. Frankly, I expect it to make the game a little easier, and I am concerned that perhaps it will be a bit like cheating, because like I mentioned, it makes things easier to see. Now that said, I need to head over to the Priory Chapel because there is the continuation of the quest that I'm on is going to be, I guess I don't need to pick the garden, is going to be, I believe, talking to the, oh, what is his name?
Prophet.
The Prophet here, which I should not do while sneaking because that will pickpocket him. So, Mr. Prophet.
You have stepped from the humble shadows of obscurity and into legend. No feat you have accomplished in your life compares to what you have become. You are an embodiment of Pelinal Whitestrake, the bane of Umaril the Unfeathered. The time has come for you to fulfill your destiny. Umaril lies hid in the ancient fane of Garlas, Malatar. You must go there and destroy him.
I am ready then?
No. Should you face Umaril, you would suffer the same fate as Pelinal. But times change, and even the shape of the divine itself must change with it. Where once there were 8, now one more stands with them, and they have become 9.
So they're ready then? You mean Talos?
Aye! With the apotheosis of Tiber Septim, the face of the divine was transformed. Talos ascended, and the 8 became 9. So, although you wear the armor of the gods, it is incomplete, a relic of the old ways and the old gods.
How do I destroy Umaril then?
As a proven guardian of this realm, and a warrior the likes of which have not been seen in millennia, Talos grants you his sacred blessing. With the ancient gifts of the 8 and the new gift of the 1, you are ready to face Umaril.
Okay, what does the blessing do?
It will allow you to follow Umaril into the spirit realm upon his death. It will allow you to destroy him, body and soul, utterly and for all time. You must first kill his living body. While beyond the power of most mortals, this is only the lesser of your 2 tasks. His Daedric nature allows his spirit to escape into oblivion after death. Oh, this is what Pelinal learned upon defeating Umaril the first time. But you can do what Pelinal could not. The blessings of Talos will allow you to follow Umaril's spirit when it leaves his body. This you must do, and you must not fail. You will not, because the 9 fight with you.
Okay. Let's just go down the list. I want to know more about Umaril's spirit.
When Umaril joined with the Daedra, his spirit expanded beyond this realm. His physical form can travel between realms, but his spirit is bound. When his body is destroyed, his spirit travels back to Oblivion and is reformed in the fires of creation. With the armor of the gods and the blessing of Talos, you will be able to follow him where Pelinal could not and destroy his very spirit. Once his spirit is destroyed, he will be completely obliterated, erased from all realms of existence.
Okay, what is Garlas Malatar?
Garlas Malatar was the westernmost outpost of the Ayleid Empire. It watched over what we call the Abyssinian Sea. Since his return, Umaril has taken Garlas Malatar as his lair. That is where you must seek him out.
Okay, and what kind of foe is Umaril?
Umaril cannot be bested in his physical form by any normal means. His blows can strike down the mightiest of warriors in a single stroke. The Eight created the relics to withstand Umaril's fell power. Do not attempt to face him without this divine protection.
Okay, fair enough. So that I was wondering if they were going to tell me that I specifically needed to wear the armor, and I think that's about as close as they're going to get. That's all. I'm ready.
Your knights will assemble at Garlas Malatar and await you there. Gather all those who you deem worthy. Not all who enter those halls shall return. Those who fall in service of the Nine will live on forever in the halls of their fathers. I wish you well on your quest, Crusader. We are depending on you.
Okay. Whoa.
Yes,
okay,
Commander?
you just kneeled. And apparently those that are already knighted already left. So the easiest way to save people's lives is to not knight them until I get back, I guess? Yeah, I'll go with that.
Yeah, unless you actually want more backup, even if some of them will, die.
That is one way of looking at it. They might help each other stay alive if there's more of them. Oh, let's just knight the lot of them.
We meet again. I am here to join your order, having received a divine vision from Knight-Errant herself. I have been shown that to protect all Knight-Errant's creations, I must take up your cause and be willing to lay down my life for you. So here I am. I have no doubt that our good works will be talked of in the eras to come.
All right, well, I accept. Welcome to the order.
Thank you. I shall serve the order to the best of my ability. I must change into something that suits a knight. Please excuse me.
I find myself here, at your disposal. I want to make up for the mistakes I've made and devote myself fully to the faith. If it pleases you, I would join your order and serve the Nine at your side. What say you?
I accept. Welcome to the order.
Thank you. It means a great deal to me. Excuse me while I gather the equipment I need.
Of course. I've never met you, Gaimond.
Hail, Sir Knight. My brother and I have heard that you are founding a holy order of knights, and we would like to offer you our swords. We've come all the way from Skyrim to join up. We can't claim any experience as knights, but we learn soldiering from our years in the Legion. Will you have us?
I mean, everybody else has been professing things about duty, or like the honor, the accepting the characteristics of the Nine, but sure. I mean, we need combatants too. Welcome to the order.
You won't regret it, sir. You'll find us true-hearted and brave. I'll be back as soon as I've outfitted myself.
Okay, I was going to say, do you just speak for yourself? You know, you guys are pretty well outfitted now. maybe not. All right, Brelin.
Sir Knight, allow me to introduce myself. I am Brelin of Sylvanar, at your service. I come to offer myself as a knight in service of Auriel, or Akatosh, as he is known in Cyrodiil. I bring nothing but my skill with the blade, which is not inconsiderable, and my devotion to the Lord Auriel. Will you accept me, as unworthy as I am?
I accept. Welcome to the Order.
I am honored to join the Order under your illustrious command. Excuse me while I go to the armory and attire myself as befits a Knight of the Nine.
Sure, but I don't guarantee that... for all I know, all I've done is basically get you guys to the point where you are now going to get yourselves killed because I have agreed to have you in the Order. But, you're open to the risk, so I suppose I can be too. Now, I need to figure out where the place I'm going is. So if we bring up the world map, it is... Oh, wow, it is very much so on the coast. Now, that said, I am actually close to having 10 points in a destruction skill. Well, excuse me, 10 points in willpower overall. And because of that, I am thinking that before I proceed to do this, and therefore use a lot of destruction spells, that I ought to level. So, what I am going to do is take a bit of a side jaunt initially to head down to the White Stallion Lodge here, where I can gather the materials I need for... Oh, what is it called? For alchemy, so that I can create things to help me level my alchemy. And then the other thing I may need to do is level my sneak, because I am a few levels shy of sneak. So what I'm going to do is work on those things and come back in when they are completed. Some of that's probably going to be just kind of hiding from Mazoga here, since I am fairly certain... I'm down here to sneak, check that. Fairly certain that this is going to count. But won't be thrilling or anything. Yep, that counts. But it is something that I need to accomplish. So, I will come back when I have completed the leveling items that I need.
Ta-da!
All right. Having rested, I do get the +5s. Speed, I don't care about. Personality, I don't care about. It's just going to happen. But no other wasted points this time, so that's nice. I have ascended to level 5. Everything you do is just a bit easier, more instinctive, more satisfying. It is as though you had suddenly developed a keen sense and instincts. Nice. So +5 in each of those. I didn't think to see what my Magicka total was before I did that, unfortunately. So if I now, can I tell what my Magicka total is? So I have 130 health, which, all right, now I've got 120 Magicka and 220 fatigue. Not bad. You know what, oh, I don't have to do that. No. I can just do this. Now, so I organized stuff, so if you were paying attention, I dropped different materials in different locations for the sake of that organization. In weight-wise, I am unfortunately close to overweight. I can sell some of the potions I made. If I find a place to sell potions, I probably ought to do that first, frankly. So that said, because it is right here, or well, it's kind of on the way, I'm going to jump over to the market district and go ahead and go sell items here to be able to hopefully, 1, reduce my weight, 2, increase my gold, and then probably, well, not probably, then I will move on to the quest and actually getting stuff done. So I'm going to accelerate this and come back in when I fast travel to the quest. Alright, so I cannot directly fast travel to Garlas Malatar because I haven't been there already. So I'm going to go overland, but that'll still be accelerated, so I'll come back in when I get there. Alright, so I have arrived at Garlas Malatar. My sworn foe, Umaril the Unfeathered, awaits me inside. The final duty in my holy quest is to find him and destroy him. I found Garlas Malatar. There's a bunch of guys sitting here waiting outside. If I don't talk to you, will you just stay here and not go get yourselves killed? Please? Stay.
You don't have
Yay.
a lot of confidence in your knights.
I don't. No, not really. I did notice that Lathan survived, though. He was there as they were running around. But it does appear that it's just a matter of entering here. So, I have no idea how much combat there's going to be. I have no idea how many enemies besides him there's going to be. I'm going to try and avoid equipping the... guy, okay, fine. No dying.
For Orion's attacking!
I say no dying. You're up here fighting things. Oh, you're not alone. Okay, that's fine. What do we have here? Iron Gate is open remotely. Okay. Which means there's a different path, probably where the two that are going to... that came up this way will be. Iron Gate is opened remotely. Alright, so does that mean there are going to be puzzles? An Aelid Reliquary. Nice. Night Eye and... not that Night Eye is terribly useful. Alright, so all of the Iron Gates are opened remotely. Sure, I'll pick up the Daedra Hearts. They're good for healing potions. Not that I think the potions would taste very good that came from them, but... no, Copper Topaz Ring, Daedra Heart. He had quite a few things on him. That's interesting. I'm just not going to take his axe. I do not consider looting the Aelid chests as... oh. Well, that opened this one. I don't know if it opened all of them or not. But since... alright, yeah, you guys go right ahead. Have fun. We'll see how many of you don't survive because you're being so aggressive. Oh my. Oh, never mind. It's just he was hit with some interesting... wow. Maybe they'll be fine. Especially if they keep ganging up on things.
See, they're not rushing ahead. They're, you know, moving in formation.
Well, they're rushing ahead relative to me.
It's not their fault you're slow.
I don't know that I'm going to come back for these, but I'm going to try looting and dropping them. And...
Talos and the Nine.
oh, wow. That's quite a few of these guys.
Your master's days are numbered. Let's get this.
Definitely not the difference maker in this fight, though. I think I accidentally hit one of my own knights with that spell. No, one went down.
This ends here.
Two went down. Crap. Sir Errolder. Well, Sir Lathan. Great. Well, now I'm just annoyed. I don't know if... well, I suppose I can go with they knew the risk they were getting themselves into. Good source of soul gems. I just don't know if I'm going to use soul gems. Stone door to Cecil Malatar, and I think this is the way I need to go. Yep. My skill and sneak increased. Okay. They're here. Iron Gate is open remotely again. But my target appears to be here. And they're all waiting to just go charging in.
I don't like the looks of this.
We must give Crusader time to destroy the orb. You're pathetic. I can take your soul.
I'm on your
Dang that. Yes, I agree you're on my side, but you stepped in front of my spec. It's hardly my fault. Oh, this one got back up? Or is it a different one?
This is the part that will choke out of
Oh, good grief. Is there just an infinite number? Are they respawning?
you can do.
That one's not.
Your master's day.
Okay, so. Restore Magicka.
What's the matter?
Oh, that's another knight down. Oh, Christ. That guy came back, I think. Oh, crap. I ticked one of them off enough that he's actually attacking me. That's just frustrating. Okay. So I think they're respawning. which I believe means I need to not try and fight them, and instead I need to go do something else, which I am guessing that something else is come up here and do something to this.
Yeah, destroy orb.
Ow. Well, that seems to have worked. Alright, so that opened this pathway. Oh, and the things are gone. I should have done that to begin with. Alright. Oberon. And now I am alone, potentially because they are all dead. Because I was trying to engage in a fight that could not be won. Oops. Well, it was a short-lived addition to the renewal of the Knights of the Nine, I guess. Quick save it.
Do you want to go ahead and heal yourself?
Oh. Yeah, that probably would have been a good idea. I think they are magic resistant. There we go. Probably because the resistance fell off rather than because I found the spell that works, because it wasn't working earlier either. Right, now I don't have enough magicka. I blame the fact that there's two of them. But I did just make myself a bunch of Restore Magicka potions, so... And that's not working. Oh, it did work. Okay, good. Ugh. Not terribly thrilled with this being the way things are going, though. Apparently I need a better restoration spell to heal myself. I've gotten enough health gain that my normal spell is now insufficient to be significantly impactful. Alright. That is just a grating, not a door. Alright. I'm just convinced that I'm going to have to equip the armor to fight him, but because it'll reduce my spell effectiveness, I don't want to equip it before that. This isn't concerning or anything. I suppose it's appropriate. We do know that we're... So, this looks like the gentleman himself. So, boots of the Crusader, grass, gauntlets, greaves, helmet, shield, and then there will be weapons of... You know what? I will take sword.
Really?
Don't think he's speaking Cyrodiilic. He's also just standing there? Okay. I mean, I'm not gonna complain if I get to just kill him. I wonder if they expect that after you put on the armor and the weapons, you'll go into melee?
Probably.
Since the stuff that he uses, or since all of the equipment is for melee combat. Well, joke's on you, bud. Or it just, ow,
Ah, there he goes.
is bug. But I do think he's going to die quick enough for it to not be terribly significant. Yeah. I have destroyed Umaril's physical form. If the prophet told me true, I must cast the Blessing of Talos on myself, and I will follow Umaril's spirit to a place where he can be destroyed. Does Umaril have anything of interest? No. His weapon was Umaril's sword. Well, I do want to pick this up. How much does it weigh? 62. Oh. You can't afford to take 62. I don't even think I can drop enough stuff. Debasers 18. Arrows, maybe. No, the arrows, that's only 13.4. I'm not dropping any of the Crusader stuff. So no. Well, maybe it'll stay, and I can come back for it some other time. I need to cast something on myself, though, but I will remind myself that Umaril's sword is here, and then I need to come find powers, probably? No. Blessing of Talos, lesser power. Okay. And I have a Blessing of the Eight. Oh, cool. I don't know where the rest of these came from. Probably from Blessing of Talos. My agility is being drained? Why is my agility being drained?
Because you're going to the spiritual?
Maybe. I guess that could make sense. All right. Oh. Okay. Ow. Well, this is going to be less simple than him just standing there, but he does seem to have a slow attack speed, so it seems I should be able to just kill him this way. A little slower, but... Let's see here. First things first, take Restore Magicka, then switch to Shock.
Shock damage is resisted.
Bold. I was thinking do more direct damage than this is working, than timed damage, since I can use the potion to keep my magic up to be more to be more effective. I think it's working. I also think I may have run out of Magicka potion. I might have Drain Health on Touch in a spell somewhere, but I don't remember. I'm not convinced this is being faster anymore. Yeah, no! I did... Oh my. Apparently the spirit realm really is literally above. Oh. Umaril is utterly destroyed. I have completed my holy quest.
Crusader, arise, stand and face the light. Breathe again and receive your reward. You have completed your divine task. You have restored the order. You have defeated the enemy of the Nine. The order shall serve as the sword and the shield of the Nine in the dark times to come. We owe you a debt of thanks. You have succeeded where we could not. You and your knights have held true to your purpose. At long last, our purgatory is at an end. We go to the glory of the Nine to serve in their host in the life beyond this one. You may call upon our spirits when you need us. Simply pray at our tombs, and each of us will grant you a blessing from the Nine. May your sword serve the Nine all the days of your life, Crusader. Farewell.
Okay, why did he stick around? And they did a bad job with audio balancing in this because they were very quiet again. So, again, hopefully I can fix that in post and he'll be audible. Basically what he said.
Oh, it's Sir Berich.
It is Sir Berich. Okay. Let's see what he says.
You redeemed my soul from the evil that had ensnared me. For that, I am forever in your debt. The old bitterness that seemed so important to me in life. What is that now? How to weigh that against my very soul?
All right, then. What can you tell me about the Knights of the Nine?
The Knights of the Nine stand together once again. I would not have thought it possible. We owe you a great debt.
Okay, and Sir Caius?
The evil took hold of me the day that I slew Sir Caius on the Priory steps. I baited him, knowing his temper, and then I killed him when he drew against me. I killed him in cold blood with the holy sword itself. I could have disarmed him or wounded him, but a cold pride had taken hold of me, and so I slew him and went to war and never returned. The evil grew upon me until I became cruel, a tyrannical ruler, a terror upon the land. In death, evil held me even tighter than in life. Thanks to you, that all is behind me. Sir Caius and I will go to Etheria side by side, as of old. The gods are truly merciful.
All right, and what of the Sword of the Crusader?
I took the sword down with me into evil. You have redeemed us both. The gods smile on such deeds, noble knight.
All right.
Go with virtue.
And so he now is gone as well. And basically, they said if you pray at do each of their tombs, they will give you a blessing. You can put stuff... Oh, you can place all the relics on the armor stand. Yes, I will be doing that. Nice. So the mace, the sword, etc. Cool. The T-pose is interesting, but given the shape of the stand, it makes sense. And now my weight is greatly reduced, and happily so.
And you're not wearing anything.
Oh, you are correct. I should put back on my... Here we go, Ring of... No, that stays.
The
Robe of Deflection. There we
Yeah.
go. What was Sir Amriel's ring? It's just a ring, apparently, with no magic.
Well, that's how you opened this
Yes,
place.
that is how I opened this. You are correct. Oh, there's a new chest here I don't remember seeing. Open very easy lock. Weak potion of fire shield. Okay, I don't care about the repair hammer. But, unfortunately, the knights are now greatly reduced in number because I chose to allow them to join me in combat.
Lord Crusader, how can this be? You're alive. It's a miracle. I heard voices in the Undercroft, and I came to investigate. You vanished in Garlas, Malatar. After the battle, we searched further into the ruin and found you next to Umaril's corpse. You had no wounds on your body, but you were dead. I saw it with my own eyes. You did not draw breath. We laid you to rest in the Undercroft. We kept your death a secret. We feared what would happen if our enemies thought you were dead.
Huh. Okay, well, the wonders of the Nine are many.
Indeed, they are. We knew you had succeeded in destroying Umaril's physical form, but it seemed that you had met the same fate as Pelinal Whitestrake. Tell me, was Umaril destroyed?
I have severed his very soul.
Then he is destroyed. We've won, and you're alive. I have to tell the others.
And how many others are left? Because, like, I think 5 of you at least died there. I suppose it was better. I mean, anybody left would have just died outright because, where did you, oh, wow. It has been very repaired in here. Everybody has their own, there are now books. Oh, it's the full Song of Pelinal. Wouldn't have had to collect the other one. Wait, does that include 6? Because I was missing 6, right?
I think so.
Well, now I'm not. Alright, so they're not here. Wonder if that means they're in the chapel then? Oh, wait. This is...
Knights of the Nine, hear me. Today we have witnessed undeniable proof of the strength and the might of the gods we serve. Slain in battle with the dread Umaril, by the grace and mercy of the Nine, the Crusader lives again. How can this be, you ask? What of our foe? What has become of Umaril the Unfeathered? Umaril has been slain by the Crusader. His very spirit cast into the void and destroyed for all eternity. He will never rise again. Let us give thanks to the Nine. By their power, the Crusader has rid the world of Umaril forever. Hail the Lord Crusader!
Hail the Lord Crusader is arisen!
I'm assuming that means if I come check my titles, that Divine Crusader is now my title. Okay. Let's see here. Who survived? A random Knight of the Nine, Sir Gaimond, Sir Gukamir.
Yes, Lord Crusader.
Does that mean the 2 brothers
Hail,
survived?
Lord Crusader.
Sir Gaimond again.
Commander.
A random Knight of the Nine. So a lot of people did not survive, apparently. Is the Prophet still around? Well, not here, at least. Alright, that said, I want to go get the sword. Because I want Umaril's sword if it's still there. So let's see here. I should be able to fast travel now. I doubt there's enemies in there. So I'm just gonna make a quick run to see if I can go find Umaril's sword. I suppose they might have picked it up, but we will see when I get in. It looked like from the pathing. Oh wow, they're still here. Well, you know what? I'm just gonna run past you and see if I can make my way to where the sword will be without a fight, because the fight will take too long, and that's not why I'm here. I'm just here to retrieve an artifact. Their corpses are still here. The 2 weapons that I left in case I wanted to pick up and sell them. Let's see here. What's my weight? My weight is that. I will try picking them up just for the sake of... So who fell? Errolder, Lathan. I knew that, because I looked at them earlier. If I wasn't being chased, I would be tempted to see if Errolder and Lathan had... Yep, already looted that. Had equipment on their... Not equipment, but like dog tags or something like that. Identification that could be used to verify them in the future. This is Sir Brelin, who had an elven short sword, silver arrows, silver bows, Knights of the Stuff, leather, potions of healing. Well, he doesn't need those anymore. But no kind of like identification stuff that could be taken back and placed somewhere out of respect, etc. Alright, so now it's just a matter of running past everybody, getting up the stairs. I suppose I'm not being sneaky, so I might as well be faster about it. Is that another button? What did that block do, I wonder? Can't tell. Okay. I did hear something happen, but I don't know what. That's fine. Oh, nope. There we go. Haha! There were quite a few of them. Made it past them, though. Wait, what are you doing? Well, maybe there were more. Yes, that's right. There were a couple in here. I remember that now. So they seem like they just do respawn. And fairly frequently, even with him dead. Which, frankly, is a bit disappointing. You would think that because they were here because of him. Alright, so his corpse is still here. And there's his sword. Awesome! And there are a couple of Aelid's chests. Ow. I suppose they left you extra containers in the off chance you got this far to fight, which is reasonable. Okay, so now I have to make my way back out because there is no back way out, and I've collected large quantities of the enemies in the locations where I'm trying to go, so this could be interesting. It says I'm still not sneaky. Yep, that's because they're right behind me. Okay. But they can't see me. Maybe you just can't be sneaky once you've been spotted. So I will go back to speed instead of trying to increase my sneak. Yeah. If I had known that was going to happen, I probably would not have made anybody a knight prior to visiting here. Everybody who asked, I would have just said, no, you're not worthy yet, just so that there were no people here. Unfortunately, there were a couple of them that were already knights, and I didn't have anything to do with it. So I couldn't have saved everyone, it appears. And there was no way to say, look, you guys just chill. I'm a bit disappointed by that as well. Yeah, but with this complete, I now have to figure out what I'm doing next. I think I was in the process of going to the next Mages Guild for recommendation. So other than returning to the White Stallion Lodge. Oh, cannot fast travel while enemies are nearby. Because there is now a mud crab. Alright, that should be the only enemy nearby, so now I should be able to fast travel. Nope. Okay. Oh my, they go through doors. That's entirely unexpected. So I guess I have to fight them. And miss. Yay, destruction. Not quite sure what they're trying to cast. Kind of interesting. No, don't. Oh, crud. They both got a shield off. I'm not quite sure what it does. But that's where Dispel would be useful. I need to get Dispel at range so that when enemies do that, I can dispel whatever their effect is. Okay, so my weight, 266 of 275. I can get a Petty Soul Gem. Probably
the Daedra Heart.
Daedra Heart as well. Crab meat, because might as well. Okay. But I cannot pick up their axes, unfortunately. Oh, hey. A Nirnroot. As long as I'm here, might as well take advantage of spotting it. And with that, right, now, what I was trying to do again was come down here so that I can put Umaril's sword in my unique items container, which is this one. So what does Umaril's sword have as its... It is shock damage, 4 points on strike. That's not impressive, frankly.
And do you want to put Debaser in there too?
Yeah, I think so. I will put Debaser in there. I will put Umaril's sword in there. And I will get my Goblin Shaman staff charged at the next Mage's Guild. And I will use it as my backup weapon until I find another staff or something similar. Now the question is, where was I going? Like, had I finished the Skingrad recommendation, I'm fairly confident.
The Prophet was in Anvil.
Ah, yes.
And so we got to Anvil, and that's kind of what started this whole thing, but you didn't go to the Mage's Guild, I don't think.
Okay, so that makes sense. So off to Anvil then. So yes, travel to the Anvil main gate. From the Anvil main gate, do I know where Mage's Guild is? Well, there's the Fighters Guild, and the guilds tend to be right next to each other. So if that's fighters, does that make this mages? Yes. Awesome. So, I'm not going to worry about talking. Oh, wow. They have a funky looking imp. Sparky is the name of the imp, but Sparky is not interactable. I am not going to stop where everyone else is currently sitting, because there have been too many times where I have started a video and there have been people talking to one another and it's really loud and hard to hear. So instead, I will stop here and I will come back and we'll see about a Mage's Guild recommendation here in Anvil in the next video. That is the completion of the Knights of the Nine quests. It actually was pretty interesting. But for now, thanks all. Hello all, and thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please click the like button below. You can also subscribe to the channel by clicking the channel image in the center of the video. For more of this video series, to the left is a link to the full playlist. For more videos from this channel, to the right is a recommendation from the algorithm. Thanks all.